Good evening, guys, girls. We got Tim, we got Brian, we got Harris, we got Mike. You got yours truly, Rob, with you today. And if you didn't watch YRL earlier today, I got a good reason to smile. I ain't saying nothing else. All right. All right. Last week, let's see. We got week 2 college here. Yes, we do. Let's see. Mike went 0-4. Harris went 1-3. Keith went 1-3. Tim, Rob, and Brian all went 2-2. So for the season so far, our college picks, Harris is 1-3. Mike, Brian, Keith, and Tim are all 5-7, and yours truly, Rob, is 8-4. Now, if you want to turn the tables on me, all you got to do is say over and under, and that's the way you get me. Harris this week got no over unders right. Mike 1, Rob 1, Brian 2, Tim 3, Keith 3. So far for the year, Harris has none. Rob has 4. Mike has 4. Brian has 6. Tim has 6. And Keith has 8 over unders so far in the college ranks. South Florida, we'll get to them in just a few minutes, but this is we got 5 college games this week. We're going to start with Michael. Michael, yes, we got Georgia. Georgia, they are at 8.5 favorite this week. Tennessee, 49.5. So the Tennessee 49.5 is the total, and 6.5. I'm sorry, 6.5. Hell, I can't. Or is it 8.5, guys? Do you guys have it? 6.5.
I think we had 6.5 in the
6.5. 6.5. That's what it is. Yep, I can't read. I got to go to the. I do see. 6.5. I go to the eye doctor Monday, so I should get that all fixed. 6.5 favorite Georgia. 49.5. Go for it, Michael. Have fun.
All right. Tennessee looks good. The secondary is basically an unknown, and I don't know. Georgia's. I think it's one of those typical SEC games that's going to be pretty close, and I think Georgia will win. But I'm going to take it by like a field goal. So I'm going to pick Tennessee, and I'm going to 49 under.
All right, Mike's going to go Tennessee and the under. Harris.
I'm going to go completely opposite of Mike. I'm going to take Georgia in a blowout and the over.
Sure, when you're 0-4, you might as well.
Harris is going Georgia and over. We're going to go with Brian next.
Well, Georgia's won 7 straight games in this series. They've dominated the series. Both their offenses are hot. And the quarterback at Tennessee, Joey Aguilar, is over 120 quarterback rating in both games. So he's flying. He's really doing well. I've got Tennessee winning, 33-27. So I don't think they'll cover. So I guess I got Georgia, but I got Tennessee winning the game. And I'll go over.
So you got Georgia winning the game straight up, and you got Tennessee with the points, correct?
Yes, correct. And
all right, so you do think Georgia does win straight up. So Brian goes Tennessee on the pick and over. We go to Tim.
Brian, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit. The first part, yes, I did see the little graphic that Georgia's won 7 straight, and the games have, except for last year when it was a 14-point game, have not been close. So last week, unfortunately, Georgia took their opponent a lot lately. In fact, you could have said they went P during that game. 28 points against that team. Maybe they were saving something for this week. I think they go full bore on the Volunteers. Give me Georgia to cover this very easily and be over.
Let's go P. Let's go.
Literally what they picked earlier. So Tim is going Georgia and over.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Keith is going Tennessee in the over. Keith is going Tennessee and over. 6.5 points. Look, Georgia is not. They're not. They reload. They don't regather.
Rebuild.
They reload. They're gonna be good. Tennessee, we don't know. On the road always helps, I think, but I just get the feeling Georgia is going to be for real in this ball game. Neither defense. I'm not sure either defense got everything in line yet. I'm going Georgia in this ball game, and I'm going to go with the over. I think they win by a decent amount, maybe 10, 12 points. Go to Harris, South Florida. Everybody's a little darling right now. They're going to Miami. They're going to stay in Florida. They've played in Florida both games. They're going to stay there. Going to Miami. Miami is a 6.5 point favorite this week.
6 or 16?
Over under.
16.
Oh, yeah, 16.5 point. That's
Yeah,
right,
Yeah,
16
that got higher.
16,
Yeah, okay.
16.5 point favorite. I'm sorry.
Miami will win. Miami will win this
54
game
and a hook.
outright. Miami will win this game outright. But South Florida will cover the 16.5, and I have it going to stay under the total.
All right, Harris is taking South Florida, and you're going with the under. We go to
Brian.
Brian.
Quarterback Byron Brown is a dual threat quarterback. He's pretty good. Defense had 2 sacks last week, but I don't know if they're going to get any sacks against Miami's offensive line. Miami has a very good offensive line. Miami's coming off of a bye week. Their overall talent is better. O-line is very impressive. And Carson Beck is looking like he's having a bounce back year. So I'm going with Miami to win the game, but I'm not sure they're going to cover. So I'm going to take South Florida, but Miami to win, and I'm going under the total.
So you got South Florida plus your points, and you're going under the total.
Yeah.
All right. We lost somebody there. We lose
Mike.
Mike. Go for it, Tim.
Yeah. All right, so I did listen to the South Florida coach in the presser leading up to the game, and he's not. He says that Miami does give them matchup problems, so I think Miami will exploit them. And yeah, I'll go with Miami and with the points and go under the total because I'm not sure how much USF's going to score.
So you say Miami will cover the 16.5,
Yep.
and you're going under.
Yep.
All right. Keith is going USF and the over here in this game. The way he's going to go this one. Look, I think 2 touchdowns is a whole lot. I don't care who you're going with right here in this ball game. But Carson Beck, to me, I still have questions about it. And I've seen South Florida play, and they can run the football. I'm not sure they're going to be able to run on Miami. If they can't, they could get slaughtered in this ball game. But something tells me they're going to stay in this ball game until the bitter end. I almost want to pick South Florida or win this game outright. They're going to cover 16.5, but I'm going to go. I'm going over the total here. I think this is going to be a barn burner. I will take South Florida and the over. Mike, you back?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just studying. You guys saying South Florida's the team. South Florida's the team. Up. Well, guess what? Miami's going to be the pinhole and go. That balloon's going to go down.
All right.
Okay. Miami is
16.5.
Yeah. 16. That's a lot of points, but Miami's rebuilding everything, but they're a stronger team.
Oh, they go cover? Is Miami
Miami's
going to cover?
Miami's going to cover, and the game might just go under because South Florida might not score enough points.
All right. Let's see. Whose turn are we going to now? Tim? Tim. Texas A&M traveling to Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a 6.5 point favorite at home, 49 and a hook. How about it, Tim?
Well, I thought this game was at Texas A&M, but now that I know it's at Notre Dame, I can understand why they're 6.5.
I think it's at Notre Dame.
It's at
Somebody
Notre
double
Dame.
check
Dame.
for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
They didn't look so great against Miami, but I don't really know a whole lot about Texas A&M. But I think with them being at home, I think they can cover 6.5 against Texas A&M. I will go under the total.
All right. Michael.
Texas Tech right now has no defense.
Texas A&M.
A&M.
I know. Still, they got no defense. 45. You give up 45 points. That's a tough one for me. But yeah, Notre Dame will find a way. What's the over under again?
49 to hook.
Let's see. A&M gave up 45 points to the Roadrunners, and this won't be that. It's gonna be close, but Notre Dame will score late and find a way to beat A&M. So 49 to hook. Nah, it's gonna be Notre Dame, and we'll go over.
All right.
Because it'll be like a 30-27 game or something like that.
Keith he's going the opposite direction. He's going with Texas A&M and the under. That's Keith. Rob is not. I saw A&M play. They did not impress. Notre Dame didn't impress me a hell of a lot either, though. They've got to get their vertical passing game going a little bit better. I realize new quarterback and a lot, and they keep showing his mom in the stands. I friggin' hate that. I loved that when they threw an interception or whatever happened there at the end there, and it got her crying. I was like, keep showing her, yeah. So I don't like it. I never root for Notre Dame because I don't like them.
I don't either.
They're gonna win the ball game, and I'm gonna go over the total here. Harris.
I am going to go with Notre Dame in the under.
All right. Under and Brian.
Texas A&M has scored in every quarter that they played in the first 2 games. That's pretty consistent offense. Notre Dame's had an extra week to prepare. The quarterback, C.J. Carr, was a little disappointing when he played. But I'm going to go with Notre Dame to win the game, with Texas A&M to cover and go over the total.
All right, so you'll take A&M. Brian will take A&M plus the points, and you're going over?
Yes.
All righty. We're going to you, Mike. Florida goes to LSU. LSU is a 9.5 point favorite, 50 and a hook. Michael.
You're on mute. He's on mute.
All right, you got to take yourself off mute, Mike.
You're still on mute, Mike.
I didn't mute you. No. Switch up. If you have to, go on settings and go to a new microphone. Sometime a new microphone will help. I have 3 mic options on my computer, so.
Meanwhile, we can make Mike speak for him.
All right. All right,
We'll
Mike.
skip him.
You keep working on it and keep talking, and we'll come back to you. Florida, LSU. Keith says he's going to go with LSU and the under here. Look, after seeing what Florida pretty much lay an egg against South Florida, they're going on the road to LSU. They're not going to win this ball game. 9.5 sounds like a little much, but I'll tell you what, I have no confidence in Florida. 50 and a half, that's too much. So I'll go with Keith in this one. Rob will go LSU and under. Harris.
I got LSU winning this game, but they're not going to cover the 9.5, and I will go with the over.
All right. And Brian.
Well, Florida won last year, 27-16, but the same coach, Billy Napier, that everybody has on the hot seat, they won the game last year. But this year, penalties, mistakes, lack of composure, they caused that loss to USF last week. That's not good. I think Nussmeier, the quarterback at LSU, will take advantage of a defense that couldn't stop USF's pass game. So I'm taking LSU like something like 31-21. So I'm going over, and I think LSU covers and wins.
All right. Brian goes LSU and over. Tim.
Harris, I don't know whether to be joyful or not that I'm almost copying your paper. So I have the same thing. LSU wins, but Florida will cover and over.
All right. Mike, are you still with us?
He's still on mute.
He's still on mute.
Yeah.
Tim, I didn't get
Log out and log back in.
You have to either do that or either go to settings and do like I say. If you mess with settings right there, the one that looks like a flower, hit that and then hit the audio. You can switch. If you even sometimes monkey around with it and switch settings on it, a lot of times it allows you to talk. So, Mike, we'll come back to you. All right. The last of our college games. If Mike gets through, we'll get his pick in a minute. We got Wisconsin going to
there we go.
Alabama.
Michael's back.
All right, Mike.
Me.
All right. Florida LSU.
That's easy. Two Southern teams, two teams that hate each other. 9 points, too many. Go with
Florida.
Go Florida and go with the over.
Over. Okay.
But do you think LSU will win?
So you saying LSU's going to win a game?
I think LSU will win the game.
Okay.
Not by nine.
Wisconsin and Alabama. Alabama, a 20.5-point favorite here. 46 at the hook. And and Keith is taking Wisconsin and the over here in this ball game. And guess what? I'm not. Wisconsin can run a football normally. I'm not sure they're as good a team as they have been. I'm going to Alabama. I'm going over the total here. 20.5, I don't even think touches what they're going to do to this team. I think they're going to hurt them bad. Alabama over. Harris.
I don't think Alabama's going to be as efficient in this game as you think they are going to be. Alabama wins the game. Give me the 20.5. I'll take Wisconsin. It's just going to stay under the total barely.
All right. Brian.
Wisconsin might have to go with their backup quarterback, Danny O'Neal.
Yeah.
And the thing I've noticed with Alabama, they were talking about their NIL money not being what people expect. And I watched a bunch of college games last week, and it seemed like every game I had on, they were talking about, oh, he's a transfer from Alabama. And this team, he's a transfer from Alabama. So they've lost some talent by not paying much money.
Yeah.
Their transfers are showing up everywhere. So I got Alabama winning the game over Wisconsin, but not covering the total. So I'm taking Wisconsin. And I'm going over.
Over?
Mm-hmm.
Tim?
Well, the problem I see with Wisconsin is that they scored 17 points against Miami of Ohio? They didn't do that against a MAC school, and they probably didn't look much better in the second game. So I have no confidence in Wisconsin. I'll take Alabama with the points and go under.
All right, so you'll give up a 20.5.
Yep.
And go under.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Michael.
What they win by last week?
Who? Wisconsin.
Alabama.
Alabama 73-7.
73-0.
Who they play? Maryland School for the Blind?
Grambling.
Yeah, Maryland School for the Blind.
Yeah.
The only way that Alabama's pissed off after losing to Florida State. Okay? Unless their defense falls apart Florida State is not going anywhere. Give me Alabama, give the 20, and go under. Blowout.
All right, Mike says it's going to be a blowout. Now we're going to go to the NFL. NFL from last week. Oh boy. Aren't we going to be loving ourselves for this one? Let's see. Oh, okay. We had a push, so we're not even counting that one. We're not counting it as a tie. We're not counting it as anything. 16 games, 15 games decided straight. Mike went 6-9.
Woohoo! I got 6.
Keith went 7-8. Tim went 7-8. Rob went 6-9. Harris went 10-5. Brian went 9-6. Over and unders this week. Harris 7. Keith 7. Tim 8. Rob 9. Brian 11. Mike 12. How about that one? So that's pretty darn good. Well done, guys. Well done.
Now,
Not bad at all. We did not do a lock this past week, but it was
Brian has
a
the
lot of
straight up picks.
a lot of unders. A lot of unders.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nearly 3 overs in last week.
Yeah. Lot
you
of
know
unders.
why? That means these Vegas people are expecting a lot, and they, it's just first week of the season.
So we're going to get this one right here. It's just 6:15 right now. We're going to start Harris. Tonight's ball game, the Washington Commanders heading to Green Bay to play the Packers. Packers are a 3.5 point favorite now. 40. Was it 48 and a hook?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have at it, Harris.
To me, they're playing in Green Bay. There's no way Green Bay loses this game tonight. I'll take Green Bay. I'll give up the 2.5, 3.5, 10.5. I don't care. Green Bay in the under.
All right. Brian.
Okay, Washington was 13-7-1 against the spread last year. Green Bay looks like they've got something in Parsons. He was only in for 29 plays. He got a sack and some hurries. He did have an effect on the game.
He's out this week, I think. I'm pretty sure he's out this week. I thought I heard somebody say he's out this week.
Michael Parsons?
I think he's out tonight.
I don't think I didn't hear.
I thought he was playing.
I think I heard something said earlier today that Michael Parsons was. Let me see. Michael Parsons, Green Bay.
I just wish he'd break his leg and get it over with.
Well, I don't want anybody to break his leg, but I still think
actives, inactives, Packers, Commanders. Let's see.
Either way, I still think Green Bay has an advantage in the trenches both ways. Defensive line.
I'm not sure he's playing tonight. 4 starters questionable tonight for the Packers. And let's see what it says right here. Oh, yeah. Parsons, a game time decision. But I thought I heard earlier that he was out, but I'm not
He's
sure.
He's probably on a pitch count.
Right now, he's listed as questionable.
Yep. I thought I'd heard something about right around 4 o'clock though that he was out, but
he might be on a pitch count. Like
that's okay. All right, we'll go with the impression that he is going to play though. So, Brian, what you got going on? What'd you say?
I got
Packers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers to win the game and cover and under the total.
All right, Tim.
I'm hoping I'm not on an island, but then again, I was on the island last week for the Chargers, and hey, raise the flag. But hey, the problem is that the Commanders, I think, can bring something that the Lions didn't. That's a little bit of cohesion. So I would not be surprised if Scary Terry and maybe a couple other people get involved in the passing game. I'll take the Commanders to win the game. But I'll go continuing the trend from last week, under.
All right. Michael.
Are you guys kidding? This is Green Bay we're talking about. This is their home opener. You got a bunch of owners, the psychos in the stands. They probably have some kind of special thing tonight going at it. Oh no, the Packers dominated last week. And even though the Commanders, they held on, they played okay against the Giants and stuff. No, Green Bay, they're home, they're gonna win. And it's Thursday night football. And therefore, when it's Thursday night football, these teams are probably going to be very tired because it's the first time they're going 3-4 days between games. So I'm going to go Green Bay and the under.
You went under?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Keith says Packers and over. So Keith is going Packers and over. Look, I'm like this about the situation. I think Washington has a better quarterback. I really do. I think Washington has a better defense here. I don't care if Parsons plays or not. I think they're a better defense here. This is a team that blew the damn doors off of Detroit last year. I mean, blew their doors off. And Detroit was a better team then than Green Bay is now. Don't give me this Love as a top 5 quarterback. He's not. He's not even a top 10 quarterback. Washington wins this game outright over the total. I don't even think it's going to be close. I like Washington this morning. All right. We go to, let's see, we go to Brian. Sunday game. Giants, Cowboys. Cowboys are a 5.5-point favorite this week. 44.5. And Jerry Jones is smiling from ear to ear after that trade now, he said. How about it, my friend?
Well, I think Daboll should pull the plug on quarterback Wilson and go ahead and get Dart in. I just don't see any upside to keep playing Russell Wilson. He was below 50%. He didn't get it into the end zone last week. Dallas has won 15 of the last 16 versus the Giants. You know, they had a couple of CeeDee Lamb drops last week, or they might have won, and plus the Miles Sanders fumble. They might have beat the Eagles. Javonte Williams, 2 years ago, he was the hardest back to tackle in the NFL 2 or 3 years ago. And he kind of looked like he was back to that place he was with the Broncos, very hard to tackle. So I'm liking that move Dallas has made. So I've got in this game Dallas going under the total and winning and covering.
Brian's got Dallas and under. Tim.
I was in the chat. I did post a link to, if you want to watch the Thursday night game and you do not have Amazon Prime, you can watch it on twitch.tv.
Yeah, thank you, because we put a big giant TV in our clubhouse here, and somebody's going to have a party. And I told him, unless you get a box, you ain't going to see it because it's not streamed. But now I know that it's streamed, he can watch it.
Is it free?
Any of the games on, free.
Yeah.
Free. Yep. For those that don't know, the Prime Video, any of the Prime games should be on there. Anyway, back to the game at hand. Cowboys did show me a lot, moving the ball up and down the field against the Eagles. Wish they'd have done it after the delay. But, like I said, Lamb doesn't drop passes or Sanders doesn't fumble. That's a completely different result. Them playing the Giants, I think they can easily cover 5.5 and maybe put up 42 of their own. Sure, go the over.
All right. Michael.
This is the most important question everybody's asking on sports radio in my old world. When is Jackson coming in? Is he going to come in this week? No. So therefore, Dallas kind of look, okay. Giants, only team in the league that didn't score a touchdown last week. Nobody has said that. I'm the only one that knows this. So,
I know.
Yeah, I know, because I said it. And we also had we also had something else happen last week. Tim.
Likes the horses ass. These are true.
Well, we'll get to that later when one of those things comes up.
We'll get to that later. So, unfortunately, as unfortunate that I feel, give me E and the under.
So you go to Cowboys and under.
Yeah.
That's been hard for you, Mike.
What?
Guess
That's
what?
been very hard for you to do that.
Yes.
There is an island, and Keith is on. Keith is going to take the Giants and the under in this ball game.
Keith, I don't know what you're drinking, but let me share it with you.
Is he out of his mind?
I'm not. I'm not doing it.
course not.
I'll say this. I'll go this far. If this was 11 points, if they doubled on this, I'd still take the Cowboys. I thought they looked really good against the Eagles. Damn, I'll tell you what, they played like a playoff team. Hell, I like what I saw from the Eagles. Anybody that didn't, I don't know what you're looking at, because that team played really strong and they held that team in check. I'm going
Barkley got held in
Cowboys.
check big time.
I just don't know if the Giants will score a touchdown in this ballgame. I don't think so. I'm going Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys and under, but I won't be surprised if Cowboys put 37 points up on the board. Have at it, Harris.
Dallas was one turnover away from winning that game last week. When they were inside the red zone and turned that ball over, that was the ball game right there. What was it? The first 8 possessions of the game, both teams scored. Second half, there was barely any scoring. I'm going to take Dallas and the over, and don't be surprised if Dallas covers the over themselves.
Oh, they might.
Great.
I won't be surprised.
That was the game that was
I
delayed by
will.
lightning, wasn't
Do
Yes,
I?
it was.
it? The Dallas game was delayed by lightning last night. Iced everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, Daniel Barry. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's up,
I'll have my
Daniel?
spectacles, I hope. And in a couple of weeks, I hope I'll be able to see something. All right, let's hope so. Seahawks at the Steelers for Tim. Steelers, a 2.5 point favorite here. They came out and played really well last week. 40, what have we got here? 41.5 is all it is all they asking. Go for it, Tim. Have at it.
And I like the fact that, then again, this is the old West Coast to East Coast, and we're not talking about Michigan to the West Coast.
Don't be smart. Don't be
Sorry,
a
Michael.
Weissheimer.
or Notre Dame to Boston College. We're not talking that either. No, that's right.
Nah.
Anyway,
They got to go.
well, I do like the fact that they got Smith and Jigba, involved in, the offense, but he did fumble, which kind of doesn't help. But I don't know. It's just the Steelers. They put some points against the Jets, which surprised me. So if they only a 2.5 point favorite, heck, they could win by a field goal and cover. I'll take the Steelers and let's go over.
All right, Michael.
Oh boy. Tomlin's been all over it this week because of the big game and stuff. And this is definitely West Coast, East Coast stuff, because Seattle's probably tired, and especially after a tough game against San Francisco, and now they got to go across the country. I don't know. And Steelers played pretty well, and they got a nice new crop of wide receivers. Seattle's tough. Seattle's going to be in a tough bind with San Francisco and stuff. I'm gonna take the Steelers, but I'm gonna again go under.
One of the Steelers
All right.
receivers is a former Seahawk receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with Keith here. Keith is going to take the Steelers. He's going over the total here in this ball game. Yeah, if you've got a heartbeat in this game, you got to think it's probably going to go a little over here because, I mean, as much as I don't like number 8, he came out and played last week. Hey, they're at home too. Damn, I'll tell you what, they got maybe one of the top 5 home field advantages. I'm taking the Steelers. They could even come out flat. I'm going over the total too. I tell you, 41.5. They may work on that themselves. Harris.
Regardless of where this game is played, if it was played in Seattle, played in Pittsburgh, it don't matter. The home team's going to win this game. It's going to be 24-20 Steelers.
All right. So Harris goes with Steelers and over. All right, Brian.
Sam Darnold didn't show a lot of production last week, and the running attack I thought was going to be good. Wasn't. They only averaged 2 yards a carry between Charbonnet and Walker. Pittsburgh, that field was electric. They were just the place was jumping. There was a home field advantage in Pittsburgh last week.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 4 touchdowns on Seattle's secondary. They got a pretty good secondary. And I'm concerned a little bit about Pittsburgh's running attack also. But I'm
Hey, no, Steelers were on the road last week.
Yeah.
They play.
you are.
That's why Boswell.
Yeah,
kicked that
Rangers
60
Yeah,
was-
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
They're
was.
in the
I
wild
was.
card.
I just want to clear that
Thanks,
up.
Paul. That game was electric, though. It was loud in New York.
You had me, Iris.
They seem to get the home field advantage everywhere they go.
Yeah,
They got fans
also-
all over the country. They do.
They
Yeah.
do. They have fans
That's the
everywhere.
Cowboys.
It really, yeah.
So I got Pittsburgh winning 24-17 and going slightly over the total here. And
24-17. Actually, be going under the total.
no, they'd be under. Excuse me, under the total. Pittsburgh winning and covering.
All right. We got a Mike. Mike, the Rams, 5.5-point favorites. They are coming East Coast to Tennessee to play the Titans. 42 and a hook with their rookie quarterback. Have at it.
Yeah, I know. East Coast, West Coast again. And the Rams are going to be the hotter team. And Cam Warren, he's going to have a learning curve, just like most other of these rookie quarterbacks. They pay him a lot of money, and he's going to have a learning curve. So I'm going to go with on the Rams. And sometimes Nashville is pretty tough on the visiting teams. What was the hook again?
42 and a half.
42. Yeah, I'll go over on this one, but I'll take the Rams.
All right. Yeah, broken record, Rams and over. That is Keith as well. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. The Rams have a really good defensive front seven. Yeah, I like the Rams in this ballgame. Rams are going to score some points too. I'll go Rams and over. Harris.
What did Keith do?
Same thing. Keith went Rams and over. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I figured I was going to be out there on the island myself this week. I'm going to take Tennessee to win this game 20-17. So I'm going to take Tennessee and the under.
All right.
All right.
And
I agree with you, Rob. I think the defense will, Jared Verse and their defense will keep Tennessee in check. I can see him harassing Cam Ward. Nakua had 130 yards last week. One problem for the Rams is that they have two offensive guards that are injured. And when there's two guys out on the same unit, you got to take points off of that. 3, maybe 6 points or so.
yeah.
Ward only had 110 yards last week, got sacked 6 times. I think he's in for another tough day. I do like Tennessee's interior defense of Sweat and Simmons. They're outstanding in the middle of that line. But I've got the Rams winning 20-10, so I'll be under the total, but covering and winning Rams.
All right. And Tim.
I'm exactly with Brian. Rams and under.
You going Rams and under. All right. Coming to me now. The Buffalo Bills. The comeback of the century last week against that Baltimore team. They're 7.5-point favorites going to the New York Jets. 45.5. And the Jets are not Baltimore. They are not the same animal, but the Buffalo Bills just don't score as many points in that at that stadium. I don't think 7.5 ain't gonna be a problem. I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm going under the total. Keith is gonna take the Jets and go over the total. So he's going just the opposite. So Keith's going Jets and over, and Rob is going Bills and under. Have it at Harris.
And I'm going Bills and the over. And Buffalo's going to put another 40 up this week. 40-10 Buffalo.
Brian.
So at the end of the game, watching that Buffalo game, I said to Laura, this is kind of Josh Allen's 13-second game, like Patrick Mahomes' game against them years ago. And it's just going to be another building block, another stepping stone toward the Super Bowl for Buffalo. But they got to fix that defense, man. They gave up 8.2 yards rushing, and that ain't not going to fly in the playoffs.
Nope.
Brees Hall can do to Buffalo's defense what Derrick Henry did. He's very capable of doing that. Sauce Gardner looked better in his game than he did last year. So I've got Buffalo winning this game, but New York covering 30-26, so that would be over the total. New York covering, Buffalo winning.
All right. So I got Brian with New York Jets and over. Have it at 10.
Michael, do you want me to say what was the thing about the Buffalo game, or do you want
No, it's your baby, but I knew it as soon as I saw it.
Scorigami, the
Origami.
football amazing treat. Yes, that was the first 41-40 game in NFL history between the Bills and the Ravens Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Super.
Yep.
Why you make me watch it?
So, by the way, last year it was Monday night for the first game, and the Jets actually won that game on a punt return in overtime. So it's not like they think that they're invincible. The Bills are invincible. Like I said, they have problems stopping the run with Henry, although Brees Hall is not Derrick Henry. I still think the Bills win this game. I think the Jets cover and over.
You said the Bills will win?
Right, Tim,
Yes, Bills will win. The Jets will cover.
Mike,
Jets
you
will
took,
cover, so he's taking Jets and over, Bills straight up.
Mike, you took
Michael.
Buffalo to win? Or yes,
I'm
Mike's-
glad the game's in the afternoon because you don't have to worry about people setting fire to things. I don't know. It's the Josh Allen. He's probably going to enjoy his honeymoon in New York, and his wife will be very happy. I think Josh is going to have a little fun. I'm going to take the Bills. Will the Jets cover? No. Buffalo, I think, again, we're going to go. It's going to be one of those. What was the number? Was it the 40s again?
45 and a half.
I hate that because that's what most games end up at. I'm going to take the Bills, and I'm going to go over.
All right, Mike. So Mike says they're going to win by more than a touchdown. All right. We go to Harris. The Patriots. They're heading to Miami to play the Dolphins. 1.5 is all it is. Dolphins are favored by 1.5, 44.5. Have it at Harris.
I just wrote down 20-10. I roll it decide or die. Miami gets to 20.
So you're going to go Dolphins and under.
Yes.
All right. Brian.
let's see. New England lost both these games to Miami last year, and they're 1-8 against the spread versus the Dolphins. And Mike Daniels looks like he's lost his team. I mean, he spent all training camp talking about we're going to be more physical. We're going to be more. And they were soft. They were not more physical last week. So they're talking about trading Tyreek Hill. Please God, not to Kansas City. But
That's what I read.
yeah. So I've got New England winning and covering and the total going under.
Total going under. All right. Have at it, Tim.
Michael, should we have the famous Enzo Amore promo for the Dolphins? SAWFT.
Oh!
By the way, yeah, it doesn't look like no Achane, no Tua. Yeah, the Patriots look terrible, but golly, the Dolphins are horrible. Give me the Patriots to win this game outright and go under the total.
All right. Michael.
This game is up north, right? Or is it in Miami?
No, it's down south.
In Miami.
In Miami.
Oh,
In
man,
Miami.
that means
Yeah, that's the other north, Mike.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying I was gonna get the idea that it was gonna be north. Maybe they'll have a snowplow up there, even though it'll be 60 degrees. It's in Miami, so they got to find the alligators and stuff. Miami's not,
Ace Ventura.
Miami's not that good of a team. Maybe the Jets might even be better. God forbid. But I'm going to take New England, and I have a feeling it's going to be one of those 20-17 type games. Go under.
All right. What comes out to me here? The Patriots and over is what Keith says here. Keith, I ain't agreeing with you, bro. Look, I think Miami, just in the heat alone, gets an advantage here. It's supposed to be pretty warm down there. I don't care if they do have a backup quarterback. May is still hitting some bumps here and there. I'm going Dolphins, 44.5. Yeah, I'll go under the total here. But I definitely think the Dolphins win and go under. We go to Brian. The Jaguars heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals are a 3.5-point favorite. 50.5. Have at it, Brian.
All right, Jacksonville committed 11 penalties last year, and that's a continuing trend. They did a lot of penalties last year, and they did a lot of penalties during training camp. Trey Henderson had a sack and 3 hurries. I don't see Burrow having another unproductive game like he had last week. So I've got Cincinnati covering and going over the total and winning.
All right. Tim.
I did like the fact that Travis Etienne tried to be a semblance of something that he was at Clemson, but not much else for the Jaguars offense. And they look like when they could protect something, they could run the ball. That surprised me a little bit against the Browns. I will take the Bengals and under the total.
All right. Have it, Mike.
I think there's a lot of pressure on the Cincinnati coach this week. He didn't seem to be very festive in his press conference or in his talk with the media today, because I saw that on one of the networks. I think it was on the NFL Network. Jacksonville, they are a hit and miss, but I think Joe Burrow is going to rebound from whatever happens to him, and I'm going to take the Jaguar. I'm sorry. I'm going to take the Bengals, and I'm going to go over.
Mike is going to take the Bengals and go over the total. Keith is going to go Jaguars and under the total here in this ball game. Rob isn't. No. Jaguars, I think, is the worst team in the NFL right now. I really do. Lawrence, I don't know if you can put Lawrence on any team right now and make him good. I don't think so. I think he's a lot of the problem. Bengals straight up and let's see what 50.5, way too much. Bengals ain't gonna score that much. So we'll go under the total and we're going to Harris.
Isn't Lawrence in a contract year this year?
Is
I
who?
believe so.
Trevor Lawrence.
Lawrence in a contract
with
year.
him, isn't it?
He's signed through 25 or either 26.
Yeah, because he's not playing like he's looking for more money.
Yeah.
Give me Joe Burrow to win this game 27-20.
All right. Harris will take the Bengals, and he's going under the total. We're going to Tim. Tim, the 49ers. The guys, I think a lot of people saying they haven't getting no respect. We're going to see if that's the case. Are they going with a backup quarterback this week? I heard rumblings.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I've heard rumblings. Yeah. So the 49ers have got to go to a backup quarterback.
In fact, he said with a toe and the shoulder, it might be more than 1 week.
Yeah. So they're still 7-point favorites going to New Orleans to play the Saints. Let's see, the total of 43.5 is all I'm asking for. Have at it, Tim.
Well, if Purdy was going to be playing, I automatically gone Saints and although 49ers and taking this, but I have to work for it. But I think CMC is going to make the difference. They'll be handing the ball or throwing short passes to him, or short passes. Also, I don't think Kittle's playing this game either.
Kittle's out for 4 weeks. He's on IR.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is. Yeah.
So, and it's either going to be short passes to CMC or passes to Pearsall. Oh boy. You know what? It's just because I don't think it's going to be a tighter game, low scoring. 49ers will win, but I think the Saints cover and go under the total.
All right, Mike.
Purdy's not playing, and who's their backup?
Right.
Mac Jones.
Excuse me. Mac Jones. I guess Mac Jones could probably play for the Giants. Anyway, the only problem I have is this. I disagree with Rob on something because I think the New Orleans Saints are the worst team in the No Fun League. And you're right. It's a divisional game. So therefore, in my theory, it's going to be close and it's going to go it's probably going to go over. It's going to probably be one of those 31-27 games. So I'm going to take the points and go over.
Hey, Michael,
All right.
it's not a divisional game.
What?
Used to be.
It's not a divisional
Used to be a divisional game.
Used to be, but still,
Yeah.
they hate each other.
Yeah.
They hate each other. Okay.
Keith is taking the Saints here in this ball game, and he's going under the total. And I'm like yes about it. Mac Jones is with the Niners. Is he better than anything the Saints got? Hell yeah. 7 points? I don't think it's going to be a problem here. I'm taking the Niners. I'll give 7 points all day long. But 43.5 is a stretch. I'll go Niners. I'll go under the total. But yeah, I think they got that covered right there.
And plus, the Niners have a new kicker.
Let's see. Is Brian went yet?
No, it's me then, Brian.
It's Harrison and me.
I have got the Niners winning this in a rout. Their defense is going to put a couple points on the board for them this week. So I'll take 49ers and the over.
Yes, they're 49ers and over. And Mike, did you go Saints and over?
Yeah, I took the under. Whoever the underdog is, I'm taking them. It's gonna be a super
And
close
the over.
game. Yes.
All right. And Brian, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we talked about San Francisco's not going to have Purdy. They're not going to have Kittle. But wait, there's more. They're not going to have Juwan Jennings either.
Still,
And they're already scraping the bottom of the barrel if they got to sign people like Sky Moore to the wide receiver room.
Sky Moore.
So I'm not confident in Mac Jones, and I know y'all don't think that, and I agree. I don't think New Orleans' talent matches up with San Francisco's in general, but they were pretty frisky last week. They put up a fight, and I think I'm going to take New Orleans to cover, San Francisco to win, and go under the total.
Under the total. Okay. We go to Michael. Michael, the Browns showed some life last week. They really did. I mean, I thought they were going to actually win that ball game. Heading to Baltimore. That's a new beast there. Ravens are 13.5 point favorites. 46 and a hook. Have it, Mike.
To answer your question, Lawrence's contract is till 2030.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he got an extension.
Yes, he did. And be that as it may, Tim, what did you think of your Browns last week?
Kicker choked twice. Defense played great. Myles Garrett couldn't be stopped in the fourth quarter. Offense is still a work in
Did
progress.
they cut the kicker?
No.
Figures. They probably won't need him this week. Baltimore in a rout under. Cleveland may score 7 points. Thank God they don't have the groper.
But they do have the speeder, Myles Garrett.
And Keith is going to go Browns and under.
What?
That's what he's going to do.
Points.
He
Points
is. Browns
probably.
and under. Rob ain't 46 and a hook, and I'm thinking the Ravens are going to be so pissed they may put 46 on the board themselves, but the Browns may not score anything. This is the trouble. I'll take the Ravens, and I'll go under the total here just because I don't think the Ravens can put 47 on the board. Harris.
I'm sort of thinking like you, except I got the Ravens putting up the 50 burger this week. 54-10 Ravens.
54?
You heard me. 54.
Over. All right. Brian.
Okay, the Cleveland's opening day losing streak continues. It was a frustrating loss to Cincinnati. I think Flacco's 2 interceptions were not his fault. Weren't they kind of bounced off people's hands and stuff? But I think Cleveland's defensive line can drag this game into the mud. They've got a pretty good defensive line. And then that collapse by Baltimore last week in the last 4 minutes, that's a little concerning. And I also think there's going to be a heavy dose of running by both teams, and that's going to take time off the clock. So I'm going definitely under in this game. Henry will not average 9.4 a carry against Cleveland. I've got
Why not?
Baltimore winning, but Cleveland covering and the game going under.
All right. Going under. And Tim.
Well, the Browns should be mad. Number one, they lost the game, and number two, they're having the Ravens' 30th anniversary celebration with them being there.
More
The
fuel.
frick? Come
Yeah,
on.
that is a rivalry game, isn't it?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
rivalry.
The problem is that while Henry may not average 8 yards a carry, he could rip off a few big ones, and then Lamar could take care of the rest. And plus, if you think that they won't do it, the Bengals running back looked good at times in that game Sunday against the Browns. So they're not invincible against the run. Against the pass, look out. So I don't know if why they were passing the whole time for the Bengals. Anyway, back to this game. Thankfully, I will be not watching this game because I will be doing something else. I think the Ravens will cover and go over the total.
Score, run, got me. Score, run, got me.
All right.
43-9 would be hilarious.
Coming back to me here. We got the Bears. Monday night they had a little late trouble there with the Vikings. Talking about late trouble. This time they get to go on the road and take their act to Detroit, and Detroit's going to be in a damn good mood, I'm sure. 4.5 point favorites are the Lions.
Oh,
And is it 4.5 or 7.5, guys? I can't.
4.5.
What did I send you?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 4.5. The Lions are 4.5 point favorites, 47 and a hook. All I can say is any Chicago fan, bring a damn umbrella because the Bears are going to be falling out the air on you. You're in serious trouble. I'm taking the Lions. I'm going over the total here. I think the Lions are absolutely going to kill them. Keith is going Lions, and he's going under the total himself. So he has no confidence in the Bears, and I can see why. Harris.
I have no confidence in the Bears either. I'm going to go the Lions and the over.
Over?
Over.
All right.
41-10.
Brian.
Well, that game last week was a tale of two halves. Caleb Williams was 81% in the first half, but then he disappeared in the second half and went 52%. While they were dominating Minnesota in the first half, I said to Lori, I said, they're not putting enough points up on the board. That was a problem. And you look at Detroit, I think that it looks like they're missing their two coordinators. But I agree with you, Rob. They're going to be angry. They're going to bounce back in a big way. And they have covered 10 consecutive games after a loss. And that streak's going to continue. I'm picking Detroit to blow out the Bears.
So you're taking the Lions and
Over.
under.
Over.
Tim, have at it.
I think I'm going to agree with Keith on this, although I think that the Lions will recover, and they will cover the 4.5, but I'm going to go under the total.
Did you take Detroit? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Lions will win and cover.
He broke up on me. He took Detroit and over
Yep.
or under.
Under.
Went under. Okay.
Under, yes.
All right. How about it, Michael?
This is not like a. Is this like the 4:00 game on Fox or something? Whatever.
No, it's
That's
over.
over.
No, I'm serious because
No,
sometimes those games take longer because they extend the commercial times and stuff. And we'll talk about commercials later. Anyway, Dan Campbell, get away from those.
I believe it is.
Applebee's.
It is a 4:00 game Sunday.
So it is a national game.
I believe it's a 4:00 game Sunday.
I don't think so.
This tells
I
me
believe
1
it
o'clock.
is.
Oh no, you're right.
Fox has it, I think, 4:00.
Not
1
right.
o'clock.
I think so.
It's a 1 o'clock game. I'm looking at it right here.
Detroit. Well,
Yeah,
Is it a 1 o'clock?
Yeah,
Okay,
1 o'clock.
I thought they
Danny
swapped it up
C.
for 4. Okay, my bad.
Just, Danny C, just stay away from your Applebee's ads, okay? Watch the Detroit Tigers, okay? That's the next thing. I've been watching them. I said at the beginning of the year that they were probably going to win this division because they're that good. So Dan's going to have to compete with the Tigers. So by that regard, and I still think Caleb sucks, I'm going to take the Lions, and I'm going to go 45. I got to go over on this one. I hate these 45-point games.
All right.
This is 47.5.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
average score in an NFL
Let's
game
go
is
to Harris.
45.
West Coast to East Coast, Broncos 3-point favorites head to Indianapolis to play the Colts. 43 and a hook. Harris, have at it.
I have this one staying under the total. I have the Colts winning this game 24-17.
24-17. So Harris goes straight up with the Colts and under. All right, have at it, Brian.
Okay, Benito is one of the best pass rushers for Denver in the game. His pressure rate was 53% in week 1, and he does that week in and week out. So they're not going to let Danny Dimes go off. Like Danny Dimes played a near perfect game last week. That's not going to happen this week. Nix did not have a good game, 176 yards, and he had 3 turnovers last week. For Indianapolis, everybody played well against Miami. Jones had 2 rushing touchdowns. Receivers had over 75 yards. Taylor had 71 yards rushing. I'm kind of liking Indiana this year. I've got Denver still better than them, though. 21-17 Denver covering and a total going under.
All right, Brian going Broncos and under. Tim, have at it.
I have got the Denver Broncos. In fact, Benito himself may get a touchdown in this game. Maybe a little scoop and score action. I'll take the Broncos to win and cover and go over the total.
All right, Michael, have at it. It's a big crowd there at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they're going to be chanting for their new savior. Many times. You know how I feel about him. He did the right thing by leaving, but he still sucks. Bo is better than, if you put it together, Bo is better than Danny. And by that logic, the Denver Broncos will find a way to win on the road and cover. What is it? 3-point game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take the Broncos, and Harris. You're right. It's going to be a close game, but it's not going to be a touchdown close. Field goal close. I'm going to go under.
Well, if it's a field goal close, then it's a push.
Field goal to be a push, but so
we'll take the Broncos.
All right. Keith will go Colts and under in this ball game. No, I just don't see it, man. Broncos is a better team. I think they got better offense, better defense. They're on the road, better quarterback. I'll go under the total just because I just don't think Colts are going to put on a lot of points on the board this game. But, yeah, I'll take Broncos under. Keith goes Colts and under. All right. We're going to Brian, Panthers heading to the Cardinals. Cardinals going home for their first time. 6.5-point favorites, 45 and a hook. Brian.
Well, the Cardinals are underdogs against a team that had only one more win than they had last year. They've given up over 200 yards rushing in 7 straight games, so they cannot stop the run. And they also have the lowest pressure rate of any NFL team. I'm kind of bullish on Arizona. I think they've got some pieces. I like Arizona in this game to cover, and the total will go under.
All right, Brian. Tim, have at it.
It seems Bryce Young doesn't know how to play until about week 13. So because it's not week 13, I will take the Cardinals and go under the total.
This is the battle of the midget
All right.
quarterbacks.
Midgets, yeah. How about it, Mike?
This is gonna be too close of a game. So when it's too close of a game and you have these small quarterbacks, you gotta go with it's gonna go over because it's gonna probably ruin TV time for somebody. And I'm gonna take whoever's the underdog.
Panthers.
Yes.
Mike can take the Panthers and go over here.
You think Carolina will they win, Mike?
Will Carolina win? No, because it's Cardinal home game, and they'll win on a field goal in the last 10 seconds.
Keith says Panthers and under in this ball game is the way he's going with it. I'm like this about it. The Cardinals have one little edge, and their quarterback is able to run the football. And I think that's going to be the difference in this game. He's like a 12th man. He's like Jalen Daniels is for Washington. Jaden Daniels, rather. I just think he's able to do that for him. And that alone, I like the Cardinals. I'm going under the total, though. I'm thinking about going over this. How about it, Harris?
Yeah, this is that true East Coast to West Coast, Mike. This is what we're talking about. We're talking East to West. Cardinals win this game 20-10. Cardinals in the under.
All righty. Now we go to Tim. The Eagles, a 1.5 favorite, going to see the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl rematch 45.5. Tim, have at it.
Okay, so are we going to see the Eagles that allowed the team to go up and down the field? Or are we going to see the team that, after a shakeup, didn't allow the Cowboys to do squat? I think we're going to see a lot of the not allowing the team to do squat. I think plus also they're going to watch the film against what the Chargers did against the Chiefs. Be a closer game than the Super Bowl was, but I still think the Eagles will cover 1.5, but it will go under the total.
All right, Mike, have at it.
The Chiefs are a pissed off team, and they're probably tired from their trip to Brazil. But they're the home team, right?
Yes.
Chiefs are home team, yes.
A lot of celebrating going on. Taylor will be there. Travis will be there. Lots of excitement with wedding bells ringing all over the place. And Travis will probably find a way to win the one for his bride. So give me the Chiefs. And since this is the national television game, it's going to go over.
All right. Keith agrees with you. Keith says the Chiefs and the over in this ball game. Rob doesn't agree with you in this game. I just think I'm not going over with either one of these two teams right now. I don't think either team has their offense going the way they want it yet. So 1.5, yeah, that could be close right here. It really could. I think Eagles are going to win a tight one. I'm not sure either team scores 20 points. 17-14, something like that. Maybe 19-16. I'm going Eagles in this ball game. I think they're going to squeak by. I'm going under the total.
And they got to cover that guy's mouth. I forgot
I'm
about
going to go under the total by a half a point here. I'm going to take Kansas City only because they're at home, 24-21.
All right, you're going under. And Brian.
Okay. I don't know how you can spit on a guy and you only get a 10-yard penalty.
15.
But if somebody slaps you,
And he got kicked out.
And he lost his paycheck.
Yeah. But he's not missing any time. He already served his suspension because he had
Right.
kicked
But
out.
you didn't get a paycheck.
But in our game, you can knock Travis Kelce's head off with an open-handed slap. Nobody's going to punch a helmet. And it's just a penalty. You know, what in the world? And that guy went on to block 3 passes, which helped send the Chargers to win that game after that. All right, enough crying. There will be more crying this week. I'm tired of watching Juwan Taylor, right tackle, make 4 penalties and kill 4 drives every game he plays. We've seen enough. They need to put in. They traded for Jalen Moore, the backup to Trent Williams in San Francisco, who played 6 or 7 games last year and did great. We need to see him. Kansas City's going into the game without their 2 top receivers. Noworthy, Rice is suspended. So their hands are kind of tied behind the back. And here's the real problem in Kansas City. Their defense, their secondary last week looked like a Chinese fire drill. You had guys running into each other and knocking them down, and receivers wide open. They couldn't play zone defense effectively. I don't think they can fix that in 1 week. They started that way 3 or 4 years ago, and it took about 4 weeks to clean all that mess up. So I see Philadelphia coming in and winning this game, and I think it's going to go over the total, and Philly's going to cover. I've got 27-24. I hate to say that, but the Chiefs, they're not going to beat the best defense in the NFL without their 2 top receivers like last week.
27-24, you're going over, correct?
Yeah, they're not going to beat the Eagles with their 2 top
Sure,
receivers.
you don't want Tyreek Hill?
No, he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Tranquil got in trouble, I heard, with Reed. I'd heard this now. I don't know if it got released, but I'd heard he got in trouble with Reed for cursing
Chris Jones at the end of the game. Chris Jones said
cursing him in the huddle. He told him, "What the F do you really think you can do to stop me?" or something. Tranquil is he number 32?
He's 23. And he's a very good linebacker. I mean, but he was mad at Chris Jones because Chris Jones took an inside rush on that play where Herbert beat us and ran for 1,420 yards. He should have taken an outside rush. Any Debbie would know that. And that's why Tranquil was pissed. And Chris Jones admitted it. He said it right away. I lost this game.
I didn't see what happened, but I heard that Tranquil actually got fined by the coach for cursing a captain. He must be a captain on the team.
Yeah.
So that must.
And that's another thing. What have you seen in the last 7 or 8 years? Chiefs yelling at each other. That hasn't happened. So there's some problems.
So they nipped it in the bud before we get started, man. So
we will do that, but there's problems. There's some problems.
All right, Mike.
Yes.
Sunday Night Football. The Falcons, the Vikings. 4.5-point favorites. The Vikings are 45 and a hook. Have at it, my friend.
I'll have at it. Michael Penix is like the new star. He got to practice his penta moves, though. You know, that's how I feel about him because he's so well balanced and everything. And they're in Atlanta. So Artie. No,
they're in Minnesota.
They're in Minnesota. Oh, yes. Minnesota, home of next year's events. Yeah, but Penix, man, what a good quarterback he's turning out to be. And JJ McCarthy, I'll give him another game to get his act together. And the
pretty well the last 4 minutes.
Huh?
He did pretty well in the last little bit there.
I know that in the last little bit. Let's see if he can do it for a whole game. The only difference is the Skull fans will be out. I think the Vikings will win by a touchdown. And since it's on national TV, it'll probably go over because they need.
So Mike can take Vikings and over.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings.
All right. Let's see what Keith's got. Keith says he's going to take the Vikings and over in this ball game. You know what? I was impressed by both of these quarterbacks last week. I really was. McCarthy, he didn't. After the pick six, I thought they were dead. I thought they were a dead team. He picked them up out from the ashes. I think both these teams are going to score 4.5. Give me the home team. I'll take the Vikings in this ball game, and I will go over as well. Harris.
What did he say?
I'm going to take Minnesota in the
I'm sorry.
What did he say?
I'm sorry. Keith agreed, and he went Vikings and over.
Okay. Sorry, Harris.
I'm sorry. I must not give that out. I thought I did. I'm sorry. Okay.
But that's okay.
No, I missed it. Sorry.
I'm going to ride the train with you. I'm going Minnesota in the over.
All right. Brian?
Okay, Atlanta's has a short week of preparation. Penix played great, and he's got a great offensive line in front of him. Minnesota has an aggressive attacking defense, but I think Atlanta's line will hold up. They didn't get any run game last week, 2.2 yards average, and Drake London has a sprained shoulder, so I don't think he's playing. So Minnesota, they get Darnell Mooney back. He's a fast guy. McCarthy was bad for 3 quarters, but good night. He has not played football for a year. And it kind of like the light switch went on in the fourth quarter, and that looks, I believe what I saw in the fourth quarter is probably more true of what he's going to be than the first 3 quarters because he hasn't played for a year.
Yeah.
So I like Minnesota to win the game, but I think Atlanta will cover, and I'm taking under the total.
All right. Tim?
Yes, and another game that hopefully Mr. Koo gets his butterflies out because they kind of needed him last week and he choked.
They cut him, didn't they? They cut him.
No,
didn't
the 49ers cut their kicker, Moody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
where two teams got quarterbacks. I mean, kickers cut 49ers and somebody else. Who was that?
All right. Anyway,
But it must not have been.
I agree with Brian that the Falcons will cover, but I also have them winning the game.
Ooh,
In
okay.
a slight upset, but it will go under the total.
All righty. Let's see. Is it my turn now? Coming to me? Or is it Mike still got to go? Mike's already went.
No, Mike started.
Yeah, Mike started us off on that one. All right. Monday Night Football. We got double header night. Monday night. We got the Buccaneers traveling to the Texans on the early game. 1.5 favorite for the Texans, 44.5. And my question is, why? Why? You got a better quarterback in Tampa Bay. I don't give a crap if you're playing in Houston. That don't impress the hell out of me at all. I'm taking the Bucks. Rob is taking the Bucks. 44.5. I'm going over that total. Let's see. But no. Mr. Keith says he's taking Texans and over the total. So Keith will go that route. But I just don't see it. I think a better team's the Bucks. And you go give me a 1.5. Hell, I'll take it. Harris.
And I'm going to take Tampa Bay and the under.
All
Okay,
right.
nice Monday night for the road teams.
Brian.
Worse and Goodwin are still out, but Tampa Bay is 4-1 against the spread versus AFC South opponents. Houston's offensive line cannot protect Stroud. He was harassed and pressured, and he was kind of pissed about it too. And plus, there's likely 2 offensive linemen are out this game, so it could get worse. They're going to try to run Nick Chubb a lot. That's probably about all they can do. I'm picking Tampa to win and cover, and I think it'll go under.
All right. Tim.
Choo-choo. I say you give me okay, fine. You want to give the Texans? I'll take the Buccaneers to win and go over.
All
Total.
right. Michael.
You know, this is another game that my wrestling gets pushed back an hour because of this crap. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on this train because Baker Mayfield is the better quarterback, and right now, Tampa Bay is the better team. They'll get off to one of these hot starts. Give me the Buccaneers. Give me the under.
Under, okay. And the final game of the week. And definitely, folks, if you haven't checked out Tim's channel, check out Tim's channel. Have you got anything upcoming on your channel, Tim?
No,
Nothing right
I'll
now.
go into it. I'll go into it after the we're done at the end. I have not kind of
Okay.
do anything.
We got you. And if you will, please subscribe, like the video right here. We'll be back again next week. I do apologize for not being on here last night, but the guys hung with me tonight, and I do appreciate it. We go to Harris. We got the Chargers, Raiders, Chargers, 3.5-point favorites. 44 and a hook have added, Harris. And thank you, sir, for coming with us.
Just because it's the better hardball, give me the Chargers and the over.
All right. Harris says Chargers and over. Brian, thank you again for coming with us tonight. I appreciate it.
Battle of two rookie running backs, Jetty and Omar Marion Hampton. Neither one of them got off to a good start last week. Geno Smith got off to a good start for Vegas. Pete Carroll is an aggressive play caller, and now he's got a quarterback who can pull off some of his machinations. Vegas' secondary is the bottom of the barrel. They gave up 315 yards passing last week, and they're usually the league's worst. So Herbert's going to have another big day for sure. Yeah, John Hall, he replaced Rashawn Slater and probably played better than Slater. He gave up no pressure over at left tackle. So I've got the Chargers winning, and I think it's going to be 24-20, so it'll be under the total. Chargers winning and covering.
Yep, 3.5. They will cover. Tim.
I got the Chargers covering and going over total.
All right. Michael, have at it.
I'm going to sit on this particular train because Kelly's coming on TV soon. So give me the Chargers and give me the over.
All right. And let's see what Keith's got. Chargers and over for Keith.
What the heck is Keith drinking?
Wow. I'll tell you. I was impressed by the Chargers. How about that? I'll say it. I was impressed by the way Herbert actually acted on the field. I haven't seen this out in 2 or 3 years, at least, maybe longer. I don't think the Raiders have a chance in this ballgame, even at home. I'm gonna go under the total though. I'm gonna go Chargers and under the total. Okay.
Wow. Not bad.
Any wrap ups here? Anybody like to say something? Go for it, Tim.
All right, I guess I'll start. Are we gonna do locks or no?
Oh, do you guys want to do locks? Do you guys want to do a lock?
Okay.
Yeah, we finished in a good time. I think I think I could.
All right.
I'm not saying I want to go first, but
I tell you what, Darlene, you don't know what number any of us are from top right corner, top left corner. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Tim, 4. We'll start with Mike. Mike, you'll be number 4.
Mike has to say something. Everybody was so concerned about this thing with the red zone. What did they do? They put the commercial in the little box so we can watch the football games. Not like my wrestling shows where they put the wrestling in the little box and showed the super big commercials. So kudos to the No Fun League and ESPN for doing it that way. And of course,
who's your lock?
My lock. I'm gonna
Have
go.
they got a cover? Have they got a cover, or is it just straight up? You guys tell me.
straight up.
Straight up. That's what we've done in the past.
Straight up, Mike.
Straight up is San Diego. Yeah.
You're taking the LA Chargers?
Yep.
San Diego has no chance.
San Diego has no chance. 1, 2, 3, or 5.
Hold on, what did I just pick? 4?
You pick 4.
Or
2. That'll be Harris. Harris.
I'm going to do this because it's the only time I'll do it all year long. I will take the Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore
Your hero.
Ravens.
I hate that son of a bitch.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. Harris takes them in his lock. 1, 3, 5.
5.
5. That'll be Tim.
All right, so the reason I'm kind of not doing anything is that because Stratomatic got rid of their card app, and they put it on the Spaceball Max. Well, and then I found out that the cards that they're using aren't exactly the ones that came with it. So I was like, really? So like now, pretty much Stratomatic to me is going to be have to do like what Demos is doing with the Demolition League and not do season replays. Which
I know.
Well, I kind of enjoy doing season replays, but I'm sure I'll find some things to do, to do that. Anyway, my lock of the week, give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, Tim says.
The channel
He will
with the
take it 1 and 3.
3.
3. Brian will take who?
I think the Detroit Lions will bounce back against the Bears.
All right, Brian will do that. And you guys are leaving me with a cupcake of the week. Are you kidding me? I can't believe these four guys did not. Nobody took the Cincinnati Bengals when Jacksonville. They're tripping over banana peels.
I don't
Left.
trust them.
I can't believe nobody took Buffalo.
Huh?
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody took Buffalo.
Yeah, I could have took Buffalo
Rams,
too.
the
It was 2 or 3.
Buccaneers.
Division
It was
game.
2 or 3 of. It was one on the back page here. I was thinking too that I might would have took Cardinals against the Panthers too. Yeah,
Right.
That's
Well, you
one I
got to get
might
one
would
from
have
Keith
took.
yet too.
But I like the Bengals here. If I get in touch with Keith, I'll see if I can find out his lock of the week.
Tony, you take my Chargers.
This week, folks, everybody watching, if you've got a top 25 college football game coming up and you leave it underneath here, we're only going to take 5 college games this week. Can't promise you we'll throw that one in there, but at least show it up on us if you would like to have your team featured in the top 25. But other than that, we're just going to do 5 college games a week. That way we can get you guys out of here by 7:20. Once again, I want to apologize to everyone that I wasn't here last night. Something popped up at the very last minute. We had to attend some stuff. So I do apologize for that. But these guys hung with me, and I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And, yes, do read what I got right there. It happened, boys and girls. 100 and how many?
140.
140 tacos eaten in 30 minutes.
Who?
I didn't say I did it by myself, but I had some people help me do it. So, all right. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. For Brian, for Tim, for Michael, for Harris, my name is Rob. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we will see you again here next week. And we'll hope to have Mr. Keith with us as well. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I think we lost Rob's audio.
No, he's
No,
still
He's
here.
still
Just-
alive.
we're-
You're here.
We're still live.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut the stream off here. Let's see. Anybody watching me now?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
on.
We're still live.
Yeah.
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 I got to get to the Tiger game.